Hail and Happy New Year from the HFC Xenoblade 3 team. Spar and I had a good crimbo, but now we're ready to get back and fully sink our teeth into the game once more. We're actually going to start off this sesh by hunting down a couple of easy to find heroes. Spar suggested we take a look in the Asia region, I believe, and if we go down here...
You're looking for the Camos guidepost.
Yeah, there we go. A very familiar guidepost that one might remember from the first Xenoblade.
I actually did not find this guidepost my first time through this area because I kind of ignored it. This is near where the giant monkey is, and I did not go near the giant monkey.
Well, the giant monkey's like down there, so unless he's learned how to like climb, I don't think we're going to be in any trouble right now. That bird might give us some jiff, but whatever.
These things are pretty low level compared to you. You're at 32 on everyone right now. You are going to be finding some enemies closer to your range once you climb up here, though.
Yippee! Yahey! Yahoo! I gotta get used to all the buttons and whatnot again.
Yes, unfortunately it has been a while since we recorded. A bunch of different circumstances leading us to take necessary hiatuses, but hopefully we'll be back on the regular for this one now.
Indeed so. Look, there's like 2 question marks over here.
I'm not actually sure what the second one is, but I'm pretty sure it's not a thing you should be going for right now anyway.
Well, I guess we'll just keep going this way.
I think you do have to keep going up because this platform ends.
Okay.
That one that's close to you just up on this cliff, I'm pretty sure is exactly what we're going for.
Righty-ho. I mean, you would know better than me. I'm just a man running through a field, asking for help every so often.
On the other hand, it has also been like 4 months since I played this, so we all know how bad my memory is.
Jesus, you're not wrong. Don't forget, there is more story coming in terms of DLC and whatnot.
Yes, there is. I'll look to your left. It might be just up on this cliff here. Because you're on the right level for it. You can see the question mark is turned yellow instead of being translucent.
Ah.
On the minimap there, that shows you're actually on the same height as where the thing is.
Very cool.
Notice that it's also near one of those glowing things that we've seen a couple times. Wonder if that's important.
Hey, what's this thing? No idea.
Some kind of junk.
It's good to hear these voices again.
Hey. Who's there?
Yeah, boy, one of the heroes I've seen KZ use, and I've desperately wanted to acquire him, but, you know, journeys take us on different paths.
The fight that's coming up, because obviously we're going to have a fight on our hands, is a little bit tough, which is why I did not recommend coming to do this earlier. It did unfortunately mean that we had to wait a long time to get him, but now we are getting one of the best heroes, because obviously this is a hero quest. As the game has now informed us.
Shooty man. Let's go!
Sometimes the game spoils itself by popping that up when you're about to fight someone. It's like, oh, okay, I know this person is going to join us now.
Took me a minute to figure out which of the D-pad I had to press to get this sucker. Power charge for all. Happy New Year.
Now for this fight, you only need to get him down to 50% to move on. So don't worry about actually winning the whole thing.
Executioner, you say? Oh, is that just a move? Yeah. Mystery Man used Executioner. Not very effective.
Now, according to the guide that I have been using, this guy's art and general fighting style are pretty similar to stuff you can actually find in Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I don't think either of us have a whole lot of experience with.
No, not really. I watched like a couple of trailers and that was about it. I think my copy is still in its shrink wrapping.
I played like two to 3 hours of it because I rented it and I was like, I'm not really getting this. The fact that there's basically no connection to the rest of the Xenoblade series really doesn't help it. There is some connection. There is some connection, but it is very tenuous.
Well, let's switch it up a little bit here.
Again, fascinated by all the switching because I didn't do this when I played. I know I've said it many times, but it's just not how I play. I like to have one character and stick with them.
EXP, please.
I don't know if you can actually get a whole lot out of this because the fight stops early, but this is definitely going to hit that trigger pretty easily.
Hell yeah.
You might have noticed on your new class's art, the one that Noah is currently using, that some of the benefits are self-KO up. What that means is every time the character using that class dies, they get a buff to their damage.
Right.
The problem is that class is also a defender, which means you really generally don't want them to die.
Not particularly, no.
It's not a very well-designed class, and that's a pretty common feeling about the Nipponic champion class, sadly.
Just enough damage to get him to the middle.
Well, I think you need a little bit more.
One more round should do it. Alrighty. She is a defender, so we'll start with her.
She also has a unique affiliation symbol because her affiliation is the Nippon Caravan. Which means you can never get that bonus because you can never have a party member with that affiliation aside from her.
Gosh darn.
Which is honestly a little bit dumb. She just kind of didn't say anything, just showing off, I guess.
Unlimited Edo works. There we go. Heh, not bad.
Ino's outfit with Noah's sword actually looks really cool.
Hey, well, color matching.
Guy's got skills.
I couldn't give an Arden's ass.
Nice.
He's gonna regret it. Guy needs a lesson.
Oh, I've missed these characters so much.
Just to be sure, there's no chance we could talk this over.
You actually gonna say anything?
Guess we can take that as a no then.
Yes, we need to form a dialogue here, Mr. Man. You're not edgy, you're not cool. Well, you're actually very cool. Oh no.
Did he shoot the bullet that Uni fired out to make it explode? I never noticed that. That's so fucking badass.
We.
Magma took a dive. Who in the world?
You are so definitely going on my team, Mystery Man.
He did a dive pretty far out there. He made it pretty far up the lake, too.
Oh, you lot want to go now? We just fought anime itself.
Have you seen the man in the mask? We've been looking for him.
Wait! They're with a bunch of Agnians. Must be those Ouroboros we've been hearing about.
Traitors
Right,
down.
this is still going on.
Since
Kind of the point of the game, Spa.
Oh,
True.
You think you can talk your way out of a righteous beast?
I have to remember what part of the game you're at so I don't say things that I shouldn't a lot of the time.
That's fair.
Especially considering I spend a lot of my downtime between sessions watching lore videos, which I absolutely cannot talk about.
No, absolutely not, or I will cry.
You should be fine for this battle, but I'll say this much. The warriors actually have the least health among all of these enemies. So you could take those out first and make it generally easier on yourself.
You know what it is.
Power charge. Power charge with all. Just give him a Santa hat, just handing out gifts of power charge.
I think we have a slight edge in terms of levels and whatnot here.
Yeah, again, the guide that I have been using recommends you be at like level 27 after the end of last session, which I think his guide or their guide, I should say, I shouldn't assume genders, is a little bit underleveled. They have said in a couple of the upcoming fights that even at the level they're at, they have some trouble with things.
Right.
So I think you being overleveled is actually pretty good.
Do you think this plan might work?
Oh, you
This plan might work?
absolutely know what time it is. Alrighty.
There's one piece of artwork that I can't find, and it's the one girl from Pop Team Epic, but changed to look like Senna with the hammer and the your life fucking ends in 5 minutes or whatever. And I can't ever find that one. If anyone in the comments knows where I can get it, send it to me on Twitter or Discord, please.
Is that Popico or PPP?
I honestly don't know because I've never seen the actual show.
Fair enough. I think THD and I watched the first season, but that's about it.
It's not my cup of tea in terms of comedy, sadly.
That reactivates my Senna, so it does.
Hit them where they least expect.
I'm just kind of letting you do whatever for these chain attacks because they don't really matter that much. This guy was dead after the first hit.
Oh, stop, he's already dust.
If you do have any AoE attacks, then you could try to hit the other guy. But other than that, you're just kind of getting overkill on nothing right now.
Cool.
I think I mentioned before, it is much easier to raise the XP bonus on normal enemies than it is on bosses and unique monsters. So you're going to notice getting up towards the 500 or even up towards the cap of 1,000 much easier on these kind of normal enemies.
There we go.
That looked like it did 38,000, but that was actually 2 separate hits and the numbers just overlapped.
It's like when a level 5 and a level 7 enemy kind of like go near each other. It's like, oh my god, a level 57 enemy.
And then you remember you're playing Xenoblade and it could actually be a level 57 enemy.
This poor man. His teammates just sitting there going, maybe I should rethink my occupation.
Well, they had 5 people fighting with them and had no one as a healer. 100 exactly, nice.
We've been killing this guy for so long, time of day is changing.
Yeah. 160,000 and that guy had like 27,000 HP max.
Alas.
I think even using the Ouroboros forms is a bit overpowered for these guys because they're just kind of normal people.
Now they're skeletons.
Retreat! Fall back!
Alright, we don't actually kill the Kavesi and Agnian people we run into because that would be bad.
Yeah,
That would make us the bad guys.
that would be at odds with the themes of the game.
They said they'd been looking for the man we fought against earlier.
I wonder what happened.
If Kevez is after him, then maybe he wasn't our enemy after all.
I'll remind you, he did attack
But
us,
he's clearly
right?
not Agnian.
Yes,
No.
that does make
So
it
he
hard
must
to
be
classify
some other
him
third
now.
thing.
Some
Or in
kind
this
of
case,
deserter,
fourth thing, because he
perhaps?
obviously wasn't Mobius
Hey,
either.
if he jumped in the river, he'll have been carried downstream.
He would have a really
We could try and
cool
catch him at the
Ouroboros
bottom,
one.
figure out what's what.
He may yet prove hostile, though.
If he does, then we whack him. And if he doesn't, we listen to what he says. Great plan or what?
The problem is getting him to talk, Uni.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like much of a talkative guy.
A plan takes forethought and planning. What you did is post hoc rationalize your own.
I'll just let her have it.
What do you think?
Let's go and see.
Even Mio just has no time for this.
We could get down there very fast. Ooh. Oh, I remember this from Xenoblade 2, actually.
Oh, okay. Did not realize it was the thing in that. I think I mentioned before, I do plan on playing Xenoblade 2 sometime this year before we do our stream playthrough of it, so that I can actually have a real opinion on the game and not just shit on it without knowing what I'm talking about.
There you go. I've been thinking it might be harder to stream than it is to just have us two here and record like this. Just like technical setup and whatnot, so we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, for sure. We want to cover the game. Even though I don't like Xenoblade 2 that much, I think it's weird to not cover it when we have the other two on here. So I do want to include it somehow. There's the monkey.
There he is. I'm actually playing the Donkey Kong DLC for the first Mario & Rabbids game right now, so very fortuitous. Where the fuck am I going? Down there.
He's down there in the path of the monkey, so watch out for that. You might just need to wait for Big Man to walk past before you go there.
I'm good at this. Oh boy.
Hopefully he keeps walking while the cutscene is active, and so he's just out of your range by the time you get done.
You what?
Oh, it's not a cutscene. We have tracks to follow now.
There we go. So you gotta activate the tracks, you gotta avoid the monkey.
The monkey has a very wide range in which he moves. Just keep moving forward and you'll see more of the tracks. That happens with any time you're following footsteps like this, and they just kind of disappear for a second, but if you keep moving forward, generally in the same direction that they ended, you'll be able to just keep following it. That's one of the high ether spheres that we learned about from Eno's quest.
Okay.
If we want to go ahead and grab those.
We've got an ether.
I don't think that they're really worthwhile to grind for, but if you run into them in the overworld, I guess you might as well, especially if you're going to use Eno in the party. It just kind of makes her a little bit stronger whenever you can get any of the stuff. Again, these are things that we learned about a month and a half ago the last time we recorded, so...
One Crabble. Soon to be two Crabble.
I heard Eno screeching in the middle of combat, and I remembered how much I hate her voice.
Spa. Some of us just don't have great voices, what can I say?
I mean... No, I'm good. I'm not going to say that.
That was bait, and I'm glad you didn't take it.
Now we can make Eno even more champy.
What?
That's...
Yeah, champy's not a word.
It's Senna. It's just kind of a Senna thing, I guess. Or was it Eno that said that? I couldn't tell.
Do-do-do-do-do.
It's hard to tell because she refers to herself in the third person.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you go down this next waterfall before you actually find the guys, so just keep
Right.
going for now.
Just on a lovely reunion tour of the Asia region here. Ignore the gang war.
The most annoying thing about the footsteps is when they go through the water, because you actually can't see them in the water at all.
Yeah, let's definitely grab it.
Sparse just had to step away to take a phone call. I'm going to keep following these glowing footprints. Hopefully he won't miss too much of the rooty-tooty point and shooty. Oh, there's the gravestone from when we killed the unique monster here. That was cool. Early on in the playthrough, I believe. Oh, jeez. They were fairly powerful.
I believe those enemies are part of some of the soldiers that will actually increase in level depending on your warning level with each of the nations.
Ah, yeah, that would make sense.
I think someone in the comments actually explained that after I said they don't do anything in a previous part, so thank you to whoever corrected me on that.
Yes, do it frequently and often.
Finally.
Lord knows we say enough things wrong as it is.
Hey, who's this we?
I thought you might track me down.
I've heard you say wrong things in other Let's Plays.
That's fair. That's fair.
What?
Bit heedless of you, don't you think? Ouroboros.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, how does he know about us? Yeah, fishy. What are you all about then?
I don't think I need to answer that.
See, I know why all of this is.
Looking for you.
I feel like if I say much, I'm going to spoil things.
I thought they were covering him up because he was a returning character or
Want to
something.
talk, if you could just open up a bit. Okay. Let's start with names. Ours are
Dead meat.
Need him. Stick to the point.
Kavesi are
Can't hear him over the music, actually.
well, we
You do what?
huh?
It's nothing that concerns you.
Right, so if it did concern us, you'd answer. That's something. Are you our enemy? Still keeping mum?
If you stop prying, we'll have no reason for hostilities.
Says the guy who lashed out at us before. Yeah, not buying it.
Oh, for spark's sakes, use your snuffing words! Uni, chill.
I think he really just pisses off Uni more than anyone else.
Well, she prefers straight talk.
Flipping all my switches! Did you or did you not attack us just because she felt like it? Answer!
It was just a warning. You neither need nor understand that thing that you have there.
What is that thing that they have there, Spo?
Where they don't belong.
That is, like I said earlier, one of the glowing shards, odd shards or whatever, that you've seen a couple times littered about the overworld.
Ah.
And they are important for a side quest much later in the game, and we will also learn how they are connected to this character specifically at that time.
Wait. It seems you were followed.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Followed? By who?
Yeah, of course we were.
I mean, you did leave glowing footprints going right to you.
Ha! We found you! I knew you were in cahoots.
What? Stop being wrong.
Stop being a fucking idiot like.
Got us in too.
That screen of Lance just saying, "Stop being wrong," is pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'll lend you clean up. Wipe them out.
Hang on, Elevenus, this mother does nothing by halves.
What are you mumbling now, traitors? Not that I care, actually. Get them!
Okay, well, actually, I'm gonna fucking destroy you.
Definitely take out the three little guys first and then focus on the mechs.
You got it. These battles can get pretty cluttered sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot on screen. That's what happens when you have 6 party members, or in this case, I guess 7. Plus, Mystery Man is actually helping us alongside the hero that we have, and also 5 enemies. So there's just a lot going on.
Big McFisto, I have missed you.
You could actually match up with the mechs at this size.
Nothing says Happy New Year like a big loving fist.
Hope you guys like the hero quest, because I think we're actually probably going to get 3 of them done in this session, if I had to guess.
Well, I'm hoping to record enough to have like 3 parts worth, so 2 for this week, 1 for next, to get us ahead a little bit, so it'll work out.
Like I said to you before we started, we're at a point of the game where the quality is just going to keep going up. The hype might not necessarily keep going up, because last session was pretty hype.
Yeah.
And we're in kind of more of a more calm thing now. But I think the quality of the game is going to keep improving from here, and it was already pretty solid to begin with. This is completely unnecessary, but I love it. Alright, I forgot that Eno's order bonus, increasing the damage ratio by 190 percentage points, is actually really, really good. That's like one of the best ones. That's just a flat damage increase to everything you do in the chain attack once her order is complete.
Keep nice and topped up, and then finish with a defender.
Couldn't quite get 150, but you're still at the point where it's kind of tough to do that. It's really hard to do on the first round, actually.
How about something like this? Great! Everyone get ready!
There's your overkill.
Please stop, he's already dead.
Your fate was sealed when you rose against us!
Oh yeah, I forgot about the staff. Thaumaturge, I think, is the class. Has their really cool spin before they do their attack.
Yeah.
This should be our plan of attack.
One final yippee to seal the deal.
Definitely not the final yippee of the LP.
Oh, hell no.
And one for goodness!
I used my big king muscle for this one.
You could have kept going and gotten another Ouroboros order after that one, but I think that was enough.
Yeah. I decided to take pity on these poor
They
Kavesi.
sure are persistent.
I mean, some of them were just machines, so like,
Agreed.
you know.
It'd be nice not to get wrapped up in any more scuffles.
So why were those lot after you anyway?
Is it because of his sparkling personality?
Huh?
Perhaps so.
Oh, so now you acknowledge it.
He's got a bit of a
You can
sass
hold on
too,
to that.
actually.
You mean
That shard from earlier. So you don't need it after all?
I actually already know who gets
I
his
can't be bothered trying to
role,
convince
so should be fun
Right,
going forward.
because talking to people is just
I mean, usually the hero
sure.
quests make it somewhat
you.
obvious
Discover his purpose.
who's going to get the role. Like, I'm pretty sure you could guess that it's going to be
And they have to
Uni
dispose of
from
you.
the fact that she's interacting
You can
more
use your heads.
with this character than anyone else.
Uh-huh.
I will choose to trust in my late friend's words.
That's not always the
Gee,
case.
that makes us feel a lot
Sometimes
better.
they'll have one character interact more with the hero throughout the quest,
now what?
and then just give it
What
to
will you do
someone
after
else
this?
completely random.
The roulette
Save
wheel
your breath,
spins
Leo.
thusly.
It's not like he'll answer you anyway.
I have something to take care of.
Oh, so you'll answer her?
Even if it puts soldiers on your trail.
Naturally.
All right, well, that's the end of that then. Your life, your choices, man.
That's it. She's gone.
Hey,
What now?
don't die, you lot.
Huh?
If you need me, you can call me. I'll assist.
Well, like a summon? Or no, I want to be part of the
That's
team,
rich
actually.
coming from a guy that just tried to kill us.
Well, they can call each other on their irises,
And a small test.
so that's a thing, I guess.
I
This
completely
crap
forgot
now,
about
honestly,
that.
I don't get this dude.
Yeah, it's not used a whole lot.
Followed my friend's
It's
request.
sort of surprising when it pops up, and it's usually
Friend,
not in a voiced cutscene,
when you say
actually.
you'll help us, we can just take you at your word.
I think I know who his
No
friend
way,
is.
I can't have the bearers of that thing running around.
I won't say
unsupervised.
anything until it actually happens.
Doesn't exactly inspire confidence. But hey, he's strong, so that's something.
That's an awfully kind offer there, mister, but we don't even know what to call you. About time we got a name, don't you think?
Please be Edge.
Call me Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Whoa, hey, stop right there! Your name, Sparky, spill it!
Grey. Call me Grey.
He's so edgy, though.
He
is
is.
just Shadow the Hedgehog.
Deal.
Stuff if I know.
I love,
Although he
like,
didn't
edgy
look
characters
like
that are in a straight-laced world.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
guess he kind of did look like a bad guy, huh?
There does seem to be more to this story than we've seen so far.
Just no fighting him again, please.
Yeah, seconded. Punching his kind's not even all that satisfying.
You weren't even punching. You had a sword.
Huzzahs all around.
And that's why the quest is called a Grey Matter.
If you have to call me something, call me Grey.
Booyah, surprising no one. Full Metal Jaguar. Roll Attacker. Shots grow deadlier with each consecutive hit. Time arts to enemy attacks to rack up the hits.
For an actual explanation, he gets a damage bonus for each attack of his that connects, so the more you hit, the better.
I would like Grey. There he is.
Sure, I can lend you a hand.
And now I have 3 attackers.
You still have 2 defenders and 2 healers, so you're all good.
But I want Uni to also be this.
I'll hit him, and then I'm gonna hit him again.
Booyah, baby.
I would recommend having 2 defenders for the thing you're going to next, so you might want to change someone.
Okie doke.
I'll provide the perfect defense.
There we go.
Everything the auto thing does should be just fine. I don't think you need to worry about it too badly.
Alright, where to next, Spur?
Next, we're actually going to head back to Colony Lambda. Both because that's where we're going to continue the story, and because that's where the next hero quest that we want to do is.
Ah, okay. Get a couple of heroes in the same part, why not?
Oh yeah. That's pretty much what the first part of this session is going to be. Which is just fine, I think.
I haven't used Ethel in a hot minute.
She's actually unavailable right now, since she got called away to the Kavesi Castle, I believe is what she told us.
That would probably explain a few things then.
There are a lot of quests around Colony Lambda that can be done right now, but I don't know how much of those we really want to show off, as much as just the hero quests, because there's already going to be a lot of hero quests in the game to show off.
For sure.
But it's definitely worthwhile to go around and get this info, just in case you do want to do these quests, and it's going to give you something to do in between sessions, regardless of anything else.
True that. Oh, I've got to make a new canteen, because we
now we know
kind of sent the other one arse over tit.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone, over here!
Huh.
Yeah, being removed from the flame clock does not mean that you don't die/disappear at the 10th term.
Yeah, sadly, you were all still part of the Wheel of Fate.
Some weird implications that those things are disconnected, although they are intricately connected as well. So yeah, that's things to think about.
We need to time this right.
Live with your legs, not your back.
Lessons that I wish I had learned when I was younger.
Well, when you're young, you think you're invincible.
What would it be doing here?
I didn't really think I was invincible, I just knew I was stupid and didn't care.
Fair enough.
Which is probably worse.
Tried to give you an out, you refused to take it. I respect that. Alright, where is the other half of this one thing? I see a container down there.
I'm not sure, but inside that tent is the hero quest that we're going after whenever you either find it or get tired of looking.
That's fun.
Container is at the very back of the tent, by the way.
I saw one down there, is the thing. Hello, Azurd.
What's wrong, Commander?
Oh, it's you guys. The Pharaonis was heavily damaged during the battle, do you remember?
Yeah, we're the ones who caused it. You can bill Colony 9 for the damages.
Senna just kind of looking sheepish off in the corner.
But that doesn't sound good.
Indeed. I've sent some of our tech guys over, so we'll know soon enough.
Do you really need the machines?
Are you thinking there might be another battle?
It's nothing like that, I assure you. Colony Lambda's now...
It's kind of funny that Gray's just here when he should be, like, being chased by these guys.
Yeah.
What was that?
We just received word of a tunnel collapse.
What? I'll be there ASAP. Are the troops assembled?
They're all in position.
Then go on ahead.
I hope you got some diggers, otherwise that's going to be a very long tunnel deblockage.
Please let us.
I don't think our weapons are going to do too good for that.
Sure. But your help will be
I
welcome.
mean, we have the big Fisto Ouroboros, he could lend a hand.
This is true. I did forget about that. Also, too bad Gray is now kicked out of the party.
Son of a bitch. Well, whatever.
Hurry into the tunnels.
Not a huge fan of this Zerd anyway, so I'll probably just put Gray back in the party once we've unlocked him.
The nice thing is that both Gray and Izzard are some of the best heroes, both just because they're kind of nice at what they do, and because they have some of the best chain attack bonuses.
Ah, I see.
The other hero that we're going to be getting in this session, which I'm pretty sure we're going to make it that far, I'd be amazed if we don't, is, I think has the same chain attack bonus as Gray, but is otherwise generally less effective.
Okay.
I think you're going to have to take the slope that's off to your left and go up.
Guys, get ready to fight.
Nope, no, I'm good. I don't want to fight that thing. We're all fine.
Oh, give me a break.
Can I go this way?
Feathers will get all wet.
I think you can get up from here, yes.
Okay.
There might need to be a ladder that you pull down first. In fact, yeah, I'm thinking that is the case.
Should I just warp there?
You cannot warp there yet because we have not got there.
Okay.
The way you're facing, well, the way you were facing right now, turn 180 degrees. You keep moving.
Oh, for fucking speak quicker then.
That ramp that's going up directly in front of you right there.
To be fair, they did block me from going this way last time.
How about it? Shall we take it on?
I don't want to fight you. Leave me alone, you weird shark crocodile thing.
This is sort of the direction to advance the story, but we shouldn't be getting far enough to actually hit the next story trigger before we get to the point where the hero quest wants us to go.
Okay, yeah.
So I think we should be fine as far as that goes.
The upper level of the Great Falls, eh? Could we get there by clambering up?
This conversation will have to be put on hold for a second.
Yeah. It's fine, they'll just restart it once the battle's over. You play as Uni for a while so you can play the shooty class.
Sure, why not? Went a bit of the long way around there, but whatever.
By the time you got there, the enemy was dead, but oh well.
Great Falls, eh? Could we get there by clambering up Colony Lambda?
Nice.
Got a lock on another ether sphere.
Way out there where we can't get to.
Yeah, that's good, because we're not going over there. Not yet, anyway.
Here we are then.
I thought that said Moron Bridge for a second.
This was a nice fight.
I wonder if that's meant to be maroon like the color, and it's just spelled differently because that's how this world is or something.
Maybe. This sick, twisted world, spelling colours the wrong way.
I mean, the world is sick and twisted, but not specifically because of spelling.
I'm the one you want.
Thanks for the support.
Pew pew pew, pew pew pew. I love the tactical roll. I posed him to death.
It means there were no holes in my strategy.
Really? More?
I didn't even see that one.
No luck. Crash out.
Quick Draw increases the damage that you do with the art from the front, and Fatal Barrage is actually one of the strongest arts that you have right now, and does even more damage from the back.
Very cool.
Generally don't recommend having two different positional arts like that. But also you need the positional arts to charge up your talent art, so it's up to you which ones you go with.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of a shortcut for us there. That will help in the long run.
Mm-hmm. You should be able to climb back up here whenever we need to come back for the story, assuming that you don't get a landmark to travel to.
Right, right. So, climb up here?
No, that is an extra thing that we don't need to do, but there should be this tunnel right here to go into.
Ah, okay.
We're actually heading back into the Orion tunnels for this.
Makes sense. They said tunnel collapse. Don't really see any other place featuring tunnels and whatnot. This is my Mars gate.
Tunnels are up ahead.
Didn't realise NBUM64 invested in mining and whatnot.
Invested in the Ionios infrastructure.
Long tunnel.
It is a really long tunnel. It's not the longest tunnel in the game either. I remember some that are much bigger, but they also have level 60 unique enemies in front of them. So there's that. I think this is actually an area that, as you might expect because we got here a different way, you could not get to this part of the tunnels when we were here before.
Right, that makes sense.
Stabilized. What happened?
Hey, look over there.
I think I spent 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get up here when I was here the first time. And I eventually just decided that I couldn't. And so, as soon as you get done with the Colony Lambda stuff, you get sent back here and it's like, oh, well, that was just time wasted.
You got fucking
You've got
told.
levises, don't you? Wanted to make short work of these things.
But we need permission from each squad's leader to activate a Levnis.
Oh, come
That
on,
seems
Stefan. This is an
unnecessary.
emergency.
Yeah.
You stay here on
Especially
standby.
since we have the
Next
commander
collapse, so we'll go
literally right here. I feel like he should be able to override that necessity.
What's the point of him being commander if he can't?
Coordinate with the medics
I mean, checks and balances and all that, he shouldn't have absolute power over the colony. But I feel like he should be able to do that in a situation like this where it is somewhat necessary.
All of you.
And if he doesn't give up the emergency powers after sending out the Levnis to deal with the emergency, then we send a group of Jedi to remove him from office.
We want to reach the cave-in.
Level 38.
I think that is another group of soldiers that have been powered up a little bit.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Guys, get ready to fight.
Hello.
I'm the one you want.
Thanks for the support.
I've noticed that these particular enemies, these Scorpox, tend to aggro no matter how low level they are compared to me. Because I've come through here at level 50 and they still aggro to me.
Weird.
Not really sure what that's about, other than I guess they're just spoiling for a fight constantly.
Hell yeah. Dead. My favourite kind of scorpion.
All right.
Oh, it's on wheels. Okay, I was like, how are we going to push this?
Huzzah! Makeshift bridge. Fuck. Can't believe it.
I did the exact same thing, yep. I think you have to go around the other side, too.
One chance in life to walk across a bridge, fall off. Alas. At least we got some items out of it.
You might be able to climb up that thing right there instead? Yeah, okay. You don't have to go all the way back around.
This was a nice find.
It'd be rude not to.
Mine, I think you'll find, a blood emerald. I'm not sure I like dealing in this kind of market. Alright, so where are we going exactly?
Okay, I'm going to read the guide for a bit, hop down into the dirt path, and take the elevator up.
Okay. This looks elevatory.
That elevator.
Yeah, this is the elevator that we used to get down here when we were being chased through the tunnels.
Very good.
Push this
Mio,
thing
stop
with your
jittering.
hand.
It's unbecoming. I'm waiting. Right, everyone teleport in.
Off we go.
Basically backtracking through the area that you were chased through right now.
Go around the long way, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately this is kind of it, because it's too far away from any ledge that you could jump down from, because you would take too much fall damage.
At least we get to go through the pretty part again.
Mm-hmm, and we get the nice Ether Mine music.
Is this like a rare thing?
I guess it's kind of rare, it's purple. Purple means it's the rarest thing that we could pick up, it's just, you pick up so many of them it doesn't matter that much.
Wouldn't salty soil be, like, next to worthless? Like, because if you salt the earth, nothing will grow.
Is there a pathway down in that alcove that you can go through? I don't think so.
We have done our due diligence and investigated it.
Getting late.
It says, when you come to the part where you were initially ambushed by Lambda, just up a short ladder, take the left smaller tunnel.
Okay.
So I think it should be just right up here.
That's a huge bitch.
You think we found this?
I see the ladder.
Yeah. Smallest ladder in the game.
We could almost just jump and climb up that. I'm trying to remember, because this is so unimportant to the rest of the game, I'm trying to remember if this connects to the elevator we're trying to get to.
Not gonna get any answers from me, Spar, I can tell you that.
What we're looking for is elevator number 2, so I'm hoping that's where we're getting to. If not, you might need to check down there where we climbed up the ladder. See if I can find a video representation of this one just in case.
Well, this was like the left path.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is a smaller thing right here. So maybe this is what it meant.
It does say to the left, but there have been things in this guide that have been wrong. So it might be the smaller one to the right.
In the end, we have to trust our instincts. Pew pew pew, spin spin.
Unless there's another path to the left of the slope that goes up, but I don't think there is. I can't see anything over there.
No.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
I have so much ether. I'm drowning in it. No, this is a dead end.
Okay, I am looking up a video for the quest just to be sure.
Come to uni.
I'm pretty sure I got lost doing this when I played this part, so it just kind of happens here, I guess.
I mean, weren't we ambushed, like, down there?
This is where the ambush started. This is probably the tunnel that it's talking about.
Yeah, this seems good. Hello.
Elevator, we should be right there.
I'm sorry, but you have an orb that I require.
And now that I am no longer running YouTube, the Discord video quality improves greatly.
Yes.
God, I hate my internet.
It's fine, it's beautiful.
It sucks.
Alright, it sucks, but it's still beautiful. Really wish Grey was on the party so I could be getting points for using Uni like this.
Well, everyone else does still get points because Uni is using the class. So that's still the case. It's just also the fact that you're fighting enemies that are too low level for you to get anything anyway.
Ah, yeah.
Because no one's gaining any class points.
And the more of the same class you have in a party, the faster you upgrade that particular class, which is fairly useful.
Yeah, that is really nice, because the more you unlock, the faster it's going to go for the last ones, which are usually going to be the slowest to unlock it anyway.
That's how I got Ethel's class on the entire party near the start of the playthrough.
Yes, I did not tell Tom to do that for everyone in the party, but I did say to make sure at least a couple people unlocked it so it would be easier later.
Why can't I ever go on the flute? Lance? Shut up. Wow, a bit rude, don't you think?
Mom said it's my turn to use the flute box.
Alright, just gonna ignore you.
The nice thing is they also ignore us, because we're just a little bit too strong for them. Except for the Scorepox.
I guess he thinks he can have a go.
Tyon does seem like the kind of guy who would play a defender class, but also stand at the back to keep away from the enemy. Because he likes to watch everything.
He would probably like mod his weapon to have like a sniper rifle instead of like a Gatling gun.
I wish we could modify weapons in the game. That would be so cool.
Sorry, Lance. This is a Tyon only elevator. Ah! You really got to stop warping us through time and space. Plays havoc on me art.
I like that Mio teleported in naturally, but the others were just a little bit higher up, and so they dropped down to the floor.
They no-clipped, yeah.
No problem.
I wonder why Uni takes her cape off that comes with that outfit whenever she's doing any of those interactions.
That's a good point.
We're here to help.
Maybe it's only Gray that has the cape, and she just has the
No casualties here.
sort of shoulder mantle
There
thing.
aren't too many working this deep inside. I'm glad everyone's unharmed. I didn't think there'd be a cave in here, considering the geology, and with this level of structural support. I suppose the cave wall was weak enough for the monsters lurking there to break through.
This sure is dialogue to talk over.
It sure is fun.
It's just Isser talking about things that don't really matter that much.
What we find is good news. But for now, let's get everyone out.
There might be more monsters.
Maybe it's just because he was like brainwashed and we had to fight him and whatnot, but he didn't leave a very good first impression with me.
Close to the side of the cave-in. Let's pick up the
He's
pace.
one of my favorites in terms of using him in combat. I will say, in terms of a character as a hero, he's probably not one of my favorites, but he is very important to Tyon because he was his commander at the colony. So I think in that, I do like Isser quite a bit.
Hello there.
Guys, get ready to fight.
And now there's 6 of them.
Bloody Hellfire.
And they're not really any stronger than the normal ones, so it's just kind of bash them until they're dead. They make a really loud screech when they die too, much like some of the crab enemies.
Oh, Isser's dead.
Uni as well. Fortunately, you've got 3 healers in your party.
We sure do.
Since you're fighting stuff that's such lower level, I think having multiple attackers is maybe overkill, so more healers is good for the survival, since these things have a lot of AoEs apparently.
Apparently.
I guess because the enemy damage focuses more on AoE, the healing spells focus more on AoE, or maybe it's the other way around. Because all the healing is AoE, they give the enemies more AoE damage. So Izzard will reduce both defenses for the enemies whenever he attacks, and his hero bonus whenever he actually uses an art guarantees, I think it's actually when he ends a round, he guarantees that you'll get 150%
Okay.
on that round, which is actually a great way to start if you do it that way.
Nice. Fuck. If only I could count, I would be so dangerous.
I've missed so many by 1 because I miscounted, so don't worry about it.
I'm back in action. He's very good at dropping his hip and whatnot.
He's very extra. He's got the moves, though.
He does, he does.
Like I said, if you do use Izzard to finish the round, you're guaranteed 150% Bravo, so you're guaranteed to get 2 characters back no matter what.
Nice.
That also means, unfortunately, that if you would have gotten above 150%, it brings you back down. So that's a problem if you are at the point where you can go above 150 with your chain orders. But also, I guess not that really big of a deal.
Nah.
See, that would have gotten you above 150, but it guarantees 150 anyway. Being above 150 doesn't matter unless you get up to 200 regardless.
Right.
So that's not a big deal. But if you had gotten above 200, it would have brought it back down to 150.
We good? Yeah, we good.
No, there was actually one Scorebox that did not fight you for some reason.
Well, sucks to be you, mate.
Now we're all healed up and you have to fight us alone. It's so strange. I wonder why this one just did not participate.
I don't know, maybe he's a coward.
I guess.
He's a dead coward now.
That looks somewhat cleaned up.
I guess riding a Levnis meant they avoided any serious injuries.
A little silver lining to a great big cloud. Glad to hear. Tyon? No, all of you. Thanks for your...
I thought he was just going to say thank you for your ass. And I was like, I mean, Uni's there.
We were just following your...
So, like, yeah?
Alright, Sparf, we know how you roll.
We could only react so far.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a surprise at this point.
Ignore the fact I've made similar comments
People
before.
of Colony Lambda, and you as well, all knew what needed to be done. And due to that, the rescue was a success.
Oh, what next? Can we do some paperwork?
You've even managed to secure...
There's something a little bit more interesting for the rest of his quest, because no, you're not done yet.
Ah, very good, very good.
Our troops reported a harvestable ether source recently.
Admittedly, Grace was a lot more interesting.
Well, I mean, a lot of that was just following footsteps.
This is true.
Everyone knows that we're nothing without it.
I guess Grace is more interesting just because he is a mystery, whereas we pretty much know what's going on with Izzard at this point.
By the way, how are your travels?
Our travels?
Sometimes I'm envious of folk like you. Strong-willed and forging ahead.
Not having to do paperwork, oh.
We're not that.
Actually, I think being a commander is a pretty big deal in its own way, eh?
I can't imagine Lance as the commander of a colony.
No.
I can't imagine him as the leader of a platoon. So, like,
Most people feel the same.
Colony would definitely be dead.
I reckon he'd be, like, sort of high up in the military hierarchy.
I abandoned all thought.
I mean, he was the guard of the Offseer for Colony 9, so there's that at least.
Oh.
That's one thing I learned from losing. Ironically, if I hadn't experienced that loss, I'd never have come to understand this feeling in me. Sorry, no one needs to hear all that.
No, I think we kind of did.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I did kind of miss what was going on, but I think he was talking about Nimue.
Later. I'll be waiting.
Nice.
Grab the ether pools if you want.
I will.
Just be careful not to get too many because you do cap out at 99.
I don't think we're going to reach that point during this particular session, Spur.
No, but just good information to have. I think you can quick travel back to Colony Lambda now.
Oh, is that it?
That's it for now. Like I said, there's still more to the quest. But the next part is going back to Colony Lambda. Can I just talk about how I hate that Colony Lambda is a separate part of the map from the rest of the region?
Why is that?
Even though it's just this little bit. Because there's a a shortcut that you can take just by pressing minus on the controller to instantly bring up the map to quick travel, which I think was the same thing in Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition.
Right.
What is wrong with his wrist back there? What the fuck was that?
Too right.
But if you bring up the quick menu for the map, you can't change to a different region. You can only do it in the region you're currently in. And because Colony Lambda is a separate part of the map, you can't quick travel to anything in Colony Lambda if you do that.
Right.
Which is very annoying.
An autolev is vital for that investigation. If we can't bring them back here, they can't be of any use to us.
Here it comes.
I'm not planning on getting you involved for every little thing.
Sure you
I
are.
already can't thank you enough for your help with the cave.
Okay, I'm already sick of that
Excuse me,
gesture.
Commander. I have a report about the
Yeah, he does a lot. You're going to probably see it a bunch more times.
Yes, sir. It seems they're operational.
I see.
They wanted you to take a look and judge if they can be used or not, sir.
Roger that. Well, I'm sorry for bringing
If he
you
can't
all out
even
here.
authorize the use of them, why does he need to go double check them now?
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Ooh, good call. I need some closure on this.
We won't get
He kind of seems
Is that okay?
like a not very useful commander. I guess he's good at delegating out the work to others, but it also means he himself has less power.
Right, where was I? That's not the way. Or maybe it is, who knows?
Just taking a nice dip. Some people in the HFC Discord were talking about swimming earlier, so that's how we're going to connect it, I guess.
I can't even imagine the context.
Literally just someone saying they haven't gone swimming for a while. Actually, I think it started with someone saying that they should have worn swimming trunks because it was raining so heavily that it was flooding where they lived.
Oh, I see.
Just a little bit, not like anything super dangerous.
Ah, Macfa Wildwood.
Not to be confused with Macna Forest.
Are we going back to where
Oh, I think that's the other thing you were looking for. The bit of info you didn't grab earlier.
I see.
Judging by the text, it looks like the quest was going to send you into the tunnels, so if we had grabbed that, we could have knocked it out at the same time, but oh well.
With things as they are, I don't think we've much chance of getting more from our usual supplier. Who could that be?
I'm not actually sure, unless they just mean the Agnian Castle.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have access to it anymore. They're filthy betrayers. No, I'm not getting involved in that.
No, those things as well only have a reward the first time you do them. After that, they just don't give you anything, which kinda sucks, but I guess it means you're not allowed to grind them, because you could just grind them over and over for the rewards.
Interesting.
Yeah, just up here and then turn left.
Doop-a-doo-doo.
The autolevs are stationed in the cave at the Pier Bluffs.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot he was in the party with us.
Yeah, a little bit. Also, the information that he just gave us means nothing if we don't know where the Pura Bluffs are at.
Yeah.
We don't exactly have what I'd call an open schedule.
Sorry, I know this is selfish.
Nah, mate, I don't blame you.
I may owe Commander Izzard a great debt, but he's also someone I just want to help, even if I didn't owe him. I think every soldier in Lambda probably feels the same.
I think it's nice to have that respect.
Feeling attachment.
It's just something that's very important to tie on for what's happened in the past, even if he probably feels more respect for Nimue, maybe, because of the sacrifice she made. But I don't think that really affects his relationship with Izzard in a negative way.
Commander, the Levnesses, they started moving all of a sudden.
Oh, it's happening again!
And then they just came for us.
But any autonomous unit should have safeguards to stop it attacking us.
That's a great response to that line.
I guess not.
You think we tagged along, eh?
Please stay back, Commander. We can take it.
What are you saying, man?
That was surprisingly casual for him. Going from, like, commander talk to, what are you saying, man?
What you talking about?
I imagine the difference in that is probably more pronounced in the original Japanese, where things like respectful and casual words are very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one you want. Make them mad.
Alright, let's get a power boost going.
I don't know if you actually have anyone that can do burst for a burst combo, but that would actually remove the enrage that they start with if you can do that.
Might be an idea to stick with a healer.
Yeah, might be a good idea. You are fighting two enemies very close to your level that start with enrage, so it's going to be a little tough. Don't forget to use your fusion arts to bump up your interlink level as well.
Ah, yes, good point. I was hoping someone would cast Topple there, I guess not. Ow.
This is the fight that I was recommending you have two defenders for earlier on, by the way.
Right. Essard, where are you? Oh, he's up.
Yep, someone's already got him. Why is the same button to pick someone up the same button as stop battle?
I don't know. Aha.
Okay, not a bad idea.
Alrighty, we need some heals ASAP. And Essard is fucking dead, so good for him. More heals. Just keep them heals going, nothing but heals. Fool baby. Not quite a Bravo, sadly. It'll do some necessary damage. And once one of these things is down, that will make the battle that much more manageable. I kind of want to end with that, so yeah, whatever. Power charge, baby. Just enough for this. Nice. Sadly, this is all I've got. But we'll do what we can. Yeah! Loving those bonuses. Ooh. Ouroboros time, let's fucking go! You can be an example to the other armadillo. These combo attacks are so cool. Spin! Now to hopefully not die. Where's the third? Get up. Ouch. Alright, keep healing, keep healing. It'd be really great if someone could cast Break right now. Two Ouroboros at the same time? Did you just knock me out of power charge, you son of a bitch? There, we're doing fine. Gotta keep that AoE healing up. Spars had to step away just in case that wasn't obvious. It's just me right now, dealing with the armadillos. Almost done. Bada bing, they're out of here. I love the little squishy sound effects of the feet. Eat shit.
This man is tough.
Who's controlling them, though?
You barely put a dent in it.
There you go. Take out the cannons.
Oi! The spark you doing?
Concentrate on their power sources.
Where are they?
Finish it up now. Tie on.
Right.
I like how he didn't answer Noah's question. I guess this is strictly a colony Lambda joint.
Look out!
He was ready to die. Not yet, Third. We still need you in the party. I imagine that's how Rayman dies. No, he's not dead yet, he's appearing in that Rabbids DLC. Combo!
Commander Izzard!
Gotta be honest, I have no idea what's happening. It's just very pretty to look at.
It's over. Feels like all I do is ask you to clean up our messes. Thanks again. If there's anything I can do.
But why did they go berserk?
It might have been set so they couldn't tell between friend and foe once restarted.
You think so?
Why is that even a thing? Why program that at all?
Overwrote the previous instructions?
Oh, man.
I'll have engineering give me the details. We need them in running order, but they can be dangerous tools, so care is paramount. Regardless, let me know if there's any way I can thank you.
I mean, I guess you could join us as the hero for the team, but I also want to use Gray.
I can't rest easy knowing I'm this deep in someone else's debt.
If you're going to insist, do we need anything, guys?
Let me think.
Alright, I've got something.
Whatever it is, just say the word. We've put you out of your way.
I want you to fight by our side once more.
Say that again.
I want you to see for yourself that the path I'm walking is the right one, Commander.
Tyon, has this been bothering you?
I understand. My position as commander means I probably won't be able to accompany you at all times. But I pledge myself and Colony Lambda to you, Tyon. No, to all of you. Call me anytime you need me. I'll come running no matter what.
Yeah, almost like teleportation, in fact.
I better brush up on my skills to keep up.
It's weird how it works. They can just teleport across the entire land of Ionios, which, as we can see, is very large.
It is.
Now look here, I can't ask that of you.
Look, we're friends now. Nothing wrong with asking your friends for help.
We're friends, you say.
As Mickey Mouse said in Kingdom Hearts 2, you should always help others before asking others for help.
That's true.
I don't mean
It's just kind of rude otherwise.
If I need you,
I mean, I paraphrased what he said, but I think you get what I was going for.
I believe he said off the Keyblade. It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
Alright, well, after that rousing hero quest, we finally have Izzard.
I will endeavor to assist you.
Of course it's Tyon.
Yeah, it would be.
Izzard's class, Healer, possesses arts that heal allies and weaken enemies. A highly versatile class with many aces up their sleeve.
And I believe the pronunciation for the class name is actually Strategos, as opposed to how I initially pronounced it, which is Strategos.
Ah, Ghost.
I believe it is based on a Greek word, if I recall correctly.
Well, she's almost level 8, so why don't we change him out to a defender.
I'll keep you safe and snug.
Now that you're done with the quest, you can also change Izzard back to Grey.
I know, but I just got him, and I kind of want to use him for a little bit.
Alright, fair enough.